Hi guys, Little Lady here again. I hope you're all having a lovely bank holiday weekend. We had a very busy day yesterday, very enjoyable, but we're a little bit lethargic today. So we're going to have some proper comfort food. I'm going to be making a cheese and onion pie. I'll bring you down and show you what I've got. Right, so as normal I've got 300 grams of plain flour there. I have 75 grams of lard and 75 grams of butter. That's cold out of the fridge. Got some cold water and some salt to go in that. Now that's for pastry. For the filling, I have 900 grams of potatoes. I have one small onion. Got 280 grams of grated, we like extra mature cheddar cheese, so that's what that is. And I also like to put in about 20 grams of parmesan. You don't have to if you don't like it, but we like a strong cheese. So let's get on with it and we'll get this prepared. Right guys, so I'm going to use the Kenwood again. Just the easiest way to make pastry, and it does keep everything nice and cold. So there's me 300 grams of plain flour in there. We'll put some salt in. There we go. And there's our butter and the lard. You see that is cold out of the fridge. I put it back in the fridge after I chopped it up just to keep it nice and cold. And then just pulse it. Yep, that's fine. Now, I've got some water. People keep asking how much water, but like I say, all flours do absorb at different rates, so I can't always give you the exact amount. So all I do, as you've seen, is I just pour it in until it starts coming into a ball, and then that's it, that's enough. So we'll just get that going. There we go, that's that done. Move it out of the way. Put that over there. I've got some cling film already ready. So I'm just going to take this out. Mind your fingers with a blade if you're using one of these. And then just put it out onto there, and again, as normal, this will go into the fridge and just continue to rest while I'm doing the filling. And it doesn't matter how long it's in there, half an hour, an hour. Make it in the morning before you go to work, use it when you come in. I've done that before numerous times. So just bring that over like this, and then I like to just, and you can shape it. My tin's round, so I want it in a rough round shape. So there we go, into the fridge, and we'll get on with the filling. Right, so next job is just to peel the potatoes. What I'll do is I'll get all of these peeled off. I'll put them into a pan with some boiling water, salted, and cook them until you can mash them up. Right, well I'll crack on with this and then come back. Right, so that's all the potatoes, all peeled and chunked. I've got some salt in there, and I'm just going to add some boiling water. Like I say, I always use boiling water, and I've never had a problem with doing the potatoes or getting them nice and creamy. So I'll just go bring you across, and we'll start with the onion. Right, so I'm just going to chop the onion. I do want it fairly small. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to saute it off until it's nice and soft. Now I've seen people put raw onion in. You know, I just keep thinking I would hate to make a full pie and then have it ruined by having crunchy onions in there. I've seen people boil onions, and I think you're just boiling away a lot of the flavour. You want them nice and sweet. because when you think about it, you've got the potato, which is pretty bland, but you have got a lot of cheese in there, which is tangy, so something like the onions going really sweet, it'll just actually work out for that. So I'm just going to get this started. Right, so I've chopped my onions. I'm just going to put a little bit of butter into the pan, and I've got it on just on it's the lowest flame, and I'm just going to let them onions go until they're nice and soft and sweet. And depends on how slowly you want to do them, for how long they take. But I'm just going to let them slowly go down. I'm going to put a little bit of salt in because that does draw the moisture out and helps them caramelise quicker. But do remember, all of the salt that you add now makes it less when you're actually doing the pie filling. So just let that go. We'll come back when they're all done. Right, so potatoes are done, and I've just drained them, letting them steam off for a bit. Just going to use my potato ricer to put it through. And we'll get these all mashed up. And then we'll get to the fun stuff. Straight through. Just like that. I'll just continue with the rest and I'll come back to you. Right, so that's all the potato through the ricer. We'll have the softened onions there. I'm just going to put them in with that. These have cooled down a little bit now as well, so just mix that through a little bit. Also, like I say, about 20 grams of parmesan. I'm just going to eyeball it. I mean, like I said, you only have to add this if you do like a really cheesy cheese pie. I think that'll be about enough. Back in the cheese box. Go back in the fridge. Smell that parmesan. And then bits and pieces, just add your cheese. Cheese will start to melt as well because the potatoes are still hot, but you will still get some that you can see the cheese in there as well. I'm just gonna maybe use a fork just for the initial getting it put in. Just cut it in like that. Nice bit more. See, it's all getting incorporated in there now. It's the last of the cheese. Now this does have to cool down a bit before you actually make your pie. So if you put hot filling into pastry, it's just going to start to melt it and it won't crisp up the base. The fork has done its job. Get back in with this. Right, I'm going to put some pepper in. And then before I put any, so I'm going to just incorporate that. Before I put any salt in, because I put salt in the onions, The cheese is salty, parmesan. I'm just going to have a little bit of a taste just to see if it needs any more salt. Could do with a little bit. Yes, I am double dipping, but there's only me and Ian that's going to eat it. Yeah, that's perfect. So I'm just going to let that cool down for a little while, so it's nice and cool, and then we'll get on making the pie. Right guys, so what it is I've got the pastry all ready. I've took a little bit off for the lid. I've already greased my tin, that's my 9-inch tin. Just going to roll this out. You've seen us roll pastry out a few times now. Just going to get a bit off there. There we go. Try and keep it as round as you can. And then quarter turn. Should keep it pretty round. I'm going to continue with this, guys, until it's big enough to go in my pan. Right, so I've rolled that out now. So I'm just going to put it over there. Like I say, don't push it, just drop it in like this, so it goes nice in there. So get it right in the corners. Just drop it in. There we go. A bit of pastry off as normal, and then push it in. Just keep going all the way around. Right, so that's that bit done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll out the lid. I've got my oven on as well. I've got that on. My oven is fan assisted, so I've got it on at 170, so it's warming up. If it's not fan assisted, I would do it at 190, and that's roughly gas mark 6, I think, or 5. I would just have a look online and get the conversions, because I'm not that used to them. So like I say, it's 190 or 170 fan. I'm going to roll out the lid. My mixture's nice and cool now, so it's fine. Just keep going till it's about the right size. Getting there now. Right, once this is done, and I'm going to do some egg for the egg wash, and then we'll come back. Right, so I'm just going to prick the bottom of this a little bit. With it being a bit of a dense mixture, it just helps the heat come from up the top as well, and then get your filling in. Pack it all in. get a smaller spoon just to help get it in all of the surrounding. Don't want any air pockets. Not that it would matter that much if you did. I mean, it is your tea, by the way. If it's not perfect, then it's not perfect. There we go. Now I'm going to use the rest of this. I'm going to get it all in there, guys. I'm not going to waste any of it. Use this brush because I don't know where the other one is right now. I'm just going to do all of the edges as normal. And then get your pastry lid. Just roll it on, press it down, and then I'll just do a little bit of crimping just so it looks pretty. Just get my knife, just going to press that down and then just go around the edges like that. You push it down, it's nearly all coming off already anyway. There we go. And there we are. Do your egg wash. Make sure it's all the way around. Right, now that's all ready for the oven. All we need to do is, I'll just put a couple of air holes in. Right, so that's going to go into the oven for about 35 to 40 minutes, but I will check on it after 30 and then we'll come back once it's time to come out. Right, so the alarm's just gone off. I did give it an extra 5 minutes. And I'm just going to bring it out and put it on here to rest. Can I actually take it out or cut a bit off right now because it will be red hot. Oh, actually, do you know what? I keep forgetting about the oven gloves because that is really hot. So I will put these on and let's hope it doesn't slip out my hand like it did the last time. Actually, do you know what? I can't use that line. I've got some peas on as well. Oh, nearly yet again. There we go. Just move that over nicely there. So, like I say, that will reduce down a little bit. It's all puffed up at the minute because it's so hot. Got some peas on, just to boil, just some ordinary garden peas. And we're going to have cheese and onion pie with some garden peas for tea. Right guys, so it's been out the oven for about an hour. It's still warm. I'm just going to... Nice crispy pastry. I've left it on the base only because I want to make sure that it's easier to cut this way. So I'm just going to cut that across there. You can hear the crisp on the pastry. You can still see the steam. Like I say, it's been out of the oven for about an hour. I'm just going to get that underneath there. Just put it up.
Ooh.
There we go.
Look at that beauty. Oh my God.
Full of cheese. So what I've done is I've just done a few little peas. We've got some spinach in the fridge, so I thought I'd put a bit of spinach in there just because it's a very indulgent pie, this. It's got a lot of cheese and everything in. So I thought a little bit of green on the side. So if you want to have a quick look at that, there we go. And then we'll swap over and Ian will have a taste.
Right, time to dig in. Yum, 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 yum. Let's have a go. It's obviously still going to be very warm. Ooh. Look at that beauty. Ooh, that's nice. Cheesy goodness. Nice and crisp crust. But the inside is so decadent. Potato. And just loads of cheese. That is so rich. It's lovely.
That's why I put the bit of veg with it.
Yeah, I'll have a bit of veg to go with it. That is really nice. Really nice. Banging. And after last night's frivolities, it felt a bit delicate today, so...
Yeah, we've had a bit of a lazy day today, haven't we?
Not a lot today.
Yeah.
Lounged around.
And to be honest, we were going to get a takeaway last night. But by the time we got home... It
was too late because it was bank
everywhere
holiday
was
weekend.
shut. So we ended up... Did you have toast?
Sandwich or something.
Toast or something, wasn't it?
I think I made a toasty sandwich. But
so we need a bit stodge today, just to help us over the...
That is really nice. Really, really nice. I'll have a big mouthful with all the veggies in it as well. I will give that a go, guys. That is delicious. Absolutely delicious. So cheesy. I love it. Love it. Right.
Yeah, I hope you've had an absolutely great bank holiday weekend. Yeah. 3 days off for most people. I know there's other people that work it, because I used to for years and years and years. But I hope you've had at least a couple of days off.
Rag and Bone Man was brilliant last night.
Yes, he was actually.
Really good.
It was well worth
really good.
The money and waiting for. He was absolutely fantastic. And actually,
beer prices were extortionate, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
But hey, it is what it is.
13 quid for two.
13 quid for two beers.
Pints, I would say.
They weren't even pints, no.
No, they were just over about half a pint.
and be from Yorkshire, I'm as tight as a duck's behind. I was like, how much? Every time.
Even this morning he woke up and went, you checked his bank and went, how much?
Right, anyway, we're going to go off, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to go off and
Football
just
to watch
the
from 8 o'clock. So, yeah, I'm back tomorrow and I'm doing char siu pork burgers, like a Chinese style or Asian style burgers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a nice easy one tomorrow. So we'll see you soon. Take care, enjoy the rest of your weekend.
See you later, guys.
And we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye, 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 bye.